Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I have my monthly makeup and it's a little bit more special today. I'm gonna do kind of like a holiday look, or what I would wear more on a special occasion because the holidays are here and we have New Year's coming up, and even though it's gonna look a lot different this year, I feel like I still want to look good and I still want to put myself together, pull out all my special products. Yes, I have like special products that I use for like special occasion things, usually date nights, which have been very slim, but holidays and things like that, I always pull out some special products. So I'm using all of those in today's video. I'll have all the links down below. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so first up, I'm gonna go in with primer, and like I said, I'm gonna be a little extra. I'm gonna start off with the Hourglass Mineral Veil Primer. I do about a pump on my skin and just kind of rub it in. My face has been a little irritated lately. Been doing a couple things different to my skin and it's been a little irritated. So it's a little red, but especially it always gets really red when I touch it. I have pretty sensitive skin. And then I hope this is still available. This is my favorite like luminizing glowy product. I'm obviously gonna go in with my favorite powder that's glowy, but this is by Burberry. It is called the Fresh Glow Luminous Fluid Base in #1, and it is gorgeous. I actually haven't used this in a little bit, so I thought I would pull it back out. I like to kind of wear this when I have a little bit of a more matte foundation or even just full coverage, and it looks beautiful. It actually looks really pretty on its own too. You can just wear this, so I do just a little bit. And then you can kind of see it's just like almost clear, and it gives a glow or like a shine to your skin. If you have oily skin, you probably won't like this product. But it just gives a really pretty glow without being like glittery. I do not like things that are like super shimmery or like leave a ton of glitter behind. This just makes you look like really hydrated and youthful and glowy. Yeah, I really love that stuff, and it's very, very subtle. So if you do want something that's kind of glowy, but you want it to be very, very subtle, I would highly suggest that product. And then I'm gonna go in with my favorite right now. I actually tried the Ilia foundation. I wore it like a couple days. I don't know how I feel about it. I think I like my Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue a little bit better. But this is obviously the Cosmetics CC cream. I'm in the shade Light. I love it. It is my absolute favorite right now. And I remember when I tried this, I did not like it. I'm gonna go in with my Beauty Blender. That is a dupe blender from Amazon. But I love this thing. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, the Ilia, it is the Ilia, the Super Serum Skin Tint or something. It has SPF, it's supposed to be clean. It was just very, very, very light, and it didn't wear great, and I don't know how I feel about it. Maybe it was just because I've been so used to wearing the cosmetic stuff that's pretty full coverage. I don't know. But I still love the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue. Is my #1 lightweight like foundation, if you even want to call it that. It's kind of more of like a tinted moisturizer. That one is my absolute favorite. Okay, then I'm gonna go in with my Tarte Shape Tape. Just 3 little dots. And I use, like I said, fair neutral. I'm almost out of. I can't wait to go back to my normal shade in Light, which is my absolute favorite. It is so hard to do makeup in a viewfinder. I used to do this all the time, you guys, and I feel like it's really hard. Alright, then my under eye setting powder, the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. Like I said, I just tap my damp Beauty Blender in and then tap it under my eyes to set the concealer. It also helps to brighten. If you use like some normal powders, even any translucent powder, well, the translucent powder can leave a white cast. This one helps to brighten it, but it doesn't leave a white cast. And then other powders, like if you use a colored powder or something, it can really kind of darken your under eyes, which you never want to darken your under eye. You always want to brighten it a little bit, or keep it normal skin tone. If you darken it, obviously, we always try to combat the dark under eyes, right? So definitely a little tip. All right, my favorite powder, the Laura Mercier Glow. Oh, this is like the best powder. I can't believe it took me so long to try it. It's been out for a while, I think. But it is so good. And if you have been a longtime follower of my makeup and beauty stuff, you guys know I hate powder. I don't like powder. Powder is not my thing. I don't like usually I don't really like glowy powders either because they make you look really glittery, and other powder just leaves you really dry and cakey, and I am dry and cakey already. I don't need extra dryness on my skin. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and put some eye primer on. This is the Urban Decay one that I talk about all the time. It's the Primer Potion in the Anti-Aging. I just find that it helps, and I've just kept it in my routine because I do not want creased eyeshadow. All right, for my face makeup, I am going into my favorite Hourglass palette. Whenever I do special makeup, I use this. It is my favorite palette ever. I just love it. And this year's version is very similar. So I'm gonna use the bronzer. This is also kind of like a light bronzer, so I'm actually just gonna kind of mix the two and go in with my bronzer brush. Add a little warmth. All right, for blush, I'm gonna go in with these two again. I mostly love this shade, and I'm pretty sure this is the shade that is in this year's palette. It's so pretty. It's probably my favorite blush color I've ever had. It's so pretty. And then I'm going to use that highlighter with my favorite highlighter brush. It's very intense highlighter. I usually use my Laura Mercier one, but that one's a much more subtle one. Just gives a little bit of like glowiness. This one is very intense. All right, for my eye makeup, I'm gonna start off with my Chocolate Bar palette that I have been using pretty much every day, but then I'm gonna go into one of my favorite little quads. I always use this also for like special occasions, or like the holiday time. I really love it. It is one of her quads. It's in the shade Dulce Vita. And I love this like sparkly bronzy shade, the really pretty brown and kind of that like reddish burgundy. I think it's just a really pretty combo for the holiday time. So I'm gonna use that one. But I did wanna use a kind of like blending shade. And this one is one of my favorites right here from the Chocolate Bar palette. So I'm gonna start off with that and just put it on a fluffy brush and go into my crease and just kind of fluff it all over, mostly in the crease, and then I want to blend downward and a little bit upward. So I'm gonna start off with that. All right, then I'm gonna go into this palette. I'm gonna start off with this kind of like, it's almost like I don't know, like a burgundy maybe, and I'm using a MAC 217 brush, and I'm gonna go ahead and start in that inner or like outer corner and work my way into the lid. And I want to keep it kind of low. All right, once that shade is done, I'm going to go in with a little bit of the dark brown and just focus on that outer corner. And maybe into the crease a little. All Alright, and then I'm gonna go ahead and use that pretty like glittery bronzy shade, and I always find that this shade works best with my finger. So I'm just gonna rub my finger in it, and I'm just gonna go ahead and tap it on my lid. Alright, and then I'm gonna go ahead and use that pearly shade for underneath my brow bone. And I'll tap a little bit into the inner corners as well. And then I'm going to take that kind of burgundy-ish shade on my favorite pencil brush that I use for underneath my lash line. And then I'm also going to use this dark brown as well to layer on top of it. No surprise here, I'm going to go in with my Brow Wiz for my brows. And then top it off with the clear brow gel. Alright, then I'm going to go in with my Kat Von D tattoo liner for my eyeliner. And of course I'm going to use what I use in every video, the Dior lash and the Lancome Monsieur Big for my lashes. Alright, and then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use a setting spray whenever I do my makeup up a little bit more for the night or for like a whole day, like Christmas or something. I want my makeup to last, so I use the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. I have used this now since my wedding, which was almost 9 years ago. That's crazy. So I just do a couple spritz, let that dry, and I always do it before I do my lip. I don't know why, I just feel weird whenever I do a setting spray and then like have a lip on. I need to do my lip after my setting spray, so just a personal preference, but love this stuff. It is like glue. It is like glue for your makeup. So good. Alright, and then I'm actually gonna just swatch some lip options for like a more festive lip. I don't have a lot in my like collection anymore. I actually got rid of a ton of lipstick and lip products because I just didn't wear them. I have like a couple left that I really like, but otherwise I don't really have a lot of options besides like a nude lip. But I'm gonna share with them and swatch them. I actually am not gonna wear one because I have so many other videos to film today and I don't want to wear red lipstick in all of them, to be honest. I really only like wearing red lipstick on like Christmas and that's like it, so, or maybe Valentine's Day. But this one I actually got as a deluxe sample from when I bought my Tom Ford brush, and it is so pretty. It is called Scarlet Red, and I actually wore it for it was a shoot for a campaign that I did. But it's so pretty on. I love it. It is, and it's not so pigmented to where it just like will bleed all over your face. That's one of the problems I have with red or bright lipstick in general. This one's a little bit more of like a raspberry color, but it's from Laura Mercier. It's called the color Hot, but I really like it. And again, I don't really wear bright lipstick except for maybe like holidays. So that is that color right there. Again, it's more of like that raspberry color, but super, super pretty. I really like that kind of color. I think it's really nice. And then another one I have here is NARS Velvet Matte Lip Pencil in Cruella. It is so pretty. This is probably my most worn red lip, but it is just like the perfect red. It is a matte lipstick though, but it's a pencil, so it's really easy to work with. It doesn't bleed and it stays, so I really like that one. And then I just wanted to share, this is not a red or like bright lipstick. That's literally like all I own. And then this one is just a little bit deeper, so if you're not like wanting a super bright lip and you're just not wanting to go nude, I love this one. It is from Bare Minerals. It is one of their liquid lips in the shade Juju, and it's kind of like a mauvey color, but it's just a little bit deeper, but it's really, really pretty on. So that is Juju right there. So lots of options. I will say also this Tom Ford one makes your teeth look really white. So love those. All right guys, so that is it. That is my last monthly makeup for 2020. Thank goodness almost, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did put on a lip, by the way. It is MAC Velvet Teddy. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Stay and subscribe if you're not, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.